I have finished the 7th repeat row out of like 15. So I'm about halfway through. This is how it looks. I think it's gorgeous. I'm going to keep working on this until what feels like the end of time, probably for about 45 more minutes. But I think I've actually reached about 20 hours of work on this. Good morning. It's currently 6:30 in the morning and I've been up for an hour. I get up at 5:30 most mornings to knit, which is not something I ever thought I would say, but I would come home from work and I would be too exhausted to do anything, so I just wouldn't do anything. So I decided to start getting up earlier to start working on my crafts, and it's been really nice. I sit here. Most people, maybe in old-timey times, they would sit here and they would drink their coffee and they would do a newspaper. I drink my coffee and I do a knitting. And it's really helped, I feel like, with regulation. Honestly, when that alarm goes off at 5:30 in the morning, I do want to and then I get over it and I get up and I get up and I do my knitting. So this is the majority, but I got up this morning. Normally I make my coffee, I sit down, I start kind of knitting right away. This morning I got a random hair in my ass about where I'm going to live when my lease is up. My lease isn't up until July. So I'm I have plans on moving, but I don't know where. And then last night I just started looking up places, where I want to live next. And I got up this morning and I was like, I have to research this. Maybe it's the Friday the 13th of it all. Something in the atmosphere is you need to be on Zillow right now, mama. You need to be looking this up. I have plenty of time to figure that out. But I just get in these wild spurts where I'm no. Or maybe it's the ADHD. I hyper fixate on something. This is more a one day thing. I have planned so many trips that are just I just do it for one day. I get really into it. I create a spreadsheet and then I just don't do it because it's not actually something I want to do. It feels like maybe false productivity. Ooh. Where it's if I pretend I'm planning, then maybe then I don't have to worry about the stuff that I actually do need to plan and work on. So mental illness, babes. I don't know what it is. I feel like I'm not alone though. I feel like the girls love Zillow. And I'm the girls. I'm part of the girls. Look what I have got! My yarn! Yes! Come closer to me. Come right at me. I'm in camaraderie. These are so tiny. I got these from Knit Picks because I see everybody gets their stuff from Knit Picks. I'm making a sweater. Maybe I'll insert a picture if I can figure it out. But it's got a main color and then it's got fishes, and I got this for the fish. These are so tiny. I'm going to have to weave in so many ends. So I'm not sure if I like it. It feels very soft. It's a superwash merino. I feel very excited to use it. Yeah, so I'm not going to get started on it now. I'm going to wait until tomorrow or Sunday. But I'm really excited to start. Oh my God, I need to quit looking at the viewfinder. It's the most beautiful day of love. It's Saturday. It is Valentine's Day. All I've done today is watch YouTube and knit. And it's 2:15 p.m. I just ordered some groceries and a new SD card because just had to delete like 60 pictures off of my SD card so that I can have 5 minutes of speaking time. All girls do these days is watch YouTube, craft, and eat hot chip and lie. And I'm girls. Okay, I have been working on this for maybe 26 hours now. This is the blanket that I have been working on. Yay! Yay! It doesn't even fit in the screen. That's how long it is. It's huge for a baby. I'm really proud of myself because all I have left of my Karen cake, this little nipple left. Every time I finish a Karen cake, which I have done approximately one other time, in my career of knitting, which is like over a decade now. Like I've known how to knit for over a decade. My cumulative time that I have been knitting is probably closer to like a year, 9 months even. But every time I finish a Karen cake, it feels like I have ascended Mount Everest. Like these things are huge. This is what I started with. I have a big old head, and it is the same size as my head. This is what I started with, and it has been turned into this, and I have just like a teeny tiny bit left. So I think when I finish this Karen cake, I might do my, oh my God, my box is falling. I might do the gauge swatch for the sweater I'm about to start working on. It's all very exciting. Me and my various yarns. I have plans tonight, so I don't know how much of it I'm gonna get done. I don't know, hopefully my new SD card will be here soon so I can yap for as long as I want to. You're joking. Look. I have fish, and I can tell you just by sight that this is the wrong size yarn. Let's check our gauge swatch anyway. Okay, actually I was right. It is, well, I was wrong, but I have the right size yarn. It's supposed to be 21 stitches for 10 centimeters. And if I am counting correctly, which I might not be, counting is hard for little old me, I think I have about 22. So I just need to go up one. Hold on, let me Google that. Gauge is more. I just need like a size larger needle. So I'm just gonna do it. And I think I did it wrong anyway, because I think the body is supposed to be on 5mm needles and I've been using 4mm needles. So I'm just gonna up it to my 5mm needles. And then I'll have the perfect fish. I'm really excited. I think this is so cute. I'm really proud of myself though, because I did this gauge swatch. I did it flat. It's going to be worked in the round, so I think it's going to be a little bit easier. But, so I did this flat, which means I did this color work. I did some of it with purling. I need to work on my English style knitting though. English style knitting to me feels backwards. I think because I know how to crochet. So like continental, I knit continental. You could probably tell. This will be a chance to work on my English style knitting. So it'll be very, very cool to like do two-handed knitting. Yeah, I'm really excited. I've never done color work before. So this is my first color work pattern, kind of going along with my 2026 goal of to do patterns that are all unique and different and I've never done before. So I'm really excited to give this a try. Yeah, and I finally finished my entire Karen cake. And so I'm almost done with this blanket too. I just finished I think my 11th repeat, my 11th 12 row repeat. So, what was that? 122? No, 132 rows. I can't. Math is hard. Oh my God. Oh my God, are we mic'd up? Yes, yes. Actual sound from my microphone that I paid too much money for. I feel like a real YouTuber right now. I have you, my beautiful camera, on my tripod. I just upgraded my internet service because I tried to upload my last video. It is currently 7:27 and it's been trying to upload since 11 p.m. last night. So I just went ahead. I'm paying the extra $20 a month to get more Mbps, whatever that means. And I bought a really big SD card yesterday, bigger than my phone storage. Okay, I'm dressed and ready. I'm about to go to the art museum. Whoa. I'm about to go to the art museum because they have an exhibit right now that's called Interwoven, which I think it's about like tapestries and quilts and stuff. And like as someone who knits and crochets and can sew a button, I'm really excited to go. Yeah. And of course I am wearing a my vest that I knit. I love a theme. I love being on theme. What can I say? Just make you sick with a little bit of jealousy. People are so talented. Artists are so talented. And I look at these paintings and I go, holy shit, I will never be a painter during the Renaissance. I wouldn't even want to live in the Renaissance. I'm a woman at home and I'm like, okay, this is kind of the perfect day to fill up my craft binder because I haven't printed out anything for my craft binder. And I have, I think, 6 patterns that I need to print out. I tried to print out my first pattern. I got 1 page out and my printer started making like gurgling noises. And then it kept saying, yeah, there's no paper. There's paper in there. There's no paper. There's no. Make sure your paper's in there. Baby, I made sure. I've made sure the paper is in there. So, yeah. Anyway, maybe I'll just show you what I wanted to print out. Maybe I'll just show you the patterns. Do you guys want to see? So all of these that I have on here are from the magazine The Knitter. So the first one I have is this diamond cable cardigan. It's really pretty. It's in this green color. I like that green color too. But I like the puff sleeves. And, you know, I want to try a more cabled thing. I like this color work poncho. I don't think I've ever owned a poncho, but I do like a bat wing, like open shirt like that. I feel like it would be really comfortable. And I would probably do that. I don't know. Maybe like a burnt orange, like a burnt orange and maybe a cream color together. This one I think is just really fun. It's the cottage core cardigan. I like how bright it is. I think I like the flowers. I think I like the flowers on that, and I want, you know, a pattern with those flowers, and then I can take those flowers once I know how to do them and do them on other pieces because I really like that kind of psychedelic type of thing. You could probably tell by this, I don't do plain knits. Or like I would do a plain knit, but it's like it's not in my nature to wear plain clothes. everything I own has a little bit of color in it. And if it doesn't have color, then I love texture, which is why I like this one. I think that the cables on this look like X's and O's. And I think that's really cute. I think that's like bringing love into your life. Like, that's kind of manifesting love. It's kind of manifesting hugs and kisses. This one has a really cool cable. But this one has a really cool cable on the armpit. And so I think that's a really cool detail on an otherwise very plain cardigan. I like that this one is a little bit more cropped. And again, I like the arm cabling. I think it adds a little intrigue to the piece. You know what I mean? And so those were what I was trying to print out and put into my binder. Right now I'm really stuck between casting on this sweater that I just did the gauge swatch for, and just going ahead and working on this baby blanket that I am like probably 10 hours away from finishing. I'm really proud of myself for this. I feel like maybe I say that too much, but it's the truth. The ability to make beautiful things with my hands and get a lot of joy out of doing it is not something that I always have done. And I feel like last year I did the artist way. Your mentally ill friend on a Tuesday morning. I did the artist way last year, and I did not realize how miserable I was not doing any kind of art. And I cycled through a couple of them. Like, I did, a pottery painting class. I tried to do beading. None of those really worked. I'm not a very good painter, but I enjoy painting. I've done a couple of collages, and I really like to collage, but it's not something that I feel like this intense urge to do. I'm like never hyper focused, I guess, on it. And knitting is something that I picked up randomly again in October, and I was like, no, I think I really like to do this all the time. It keeps my brain working. It keeps my hands working. It puts me into a flow state. But I do want to cast on the new one, but I actually don't think I have the brain power to like do one by one ribbing right now. So I think I'm just going to continue doing the baby blanket right now. I feel like I'm in the spotlight. That's me in the spotlight. That's me in the corner. Can you hear this candle? Isn't that lovely? I'm like fully embracing Adam Sandler right now. I have my big pants on, my big tie-dye shirt on, my platform Crocs. I'm just knitting this baby blanket. Trying my best. Honestly, it's great. I just finished season 2 of Interview with a Vampire, and I'm so glad I didn't get into this show in 2022 or 2024 when season 1 or season 2 came out, because if I had to wait 2 more years to get season 3, Lestat, the rock star, I think I would be offering myself up to the vampires. Like, let's kind of get into why do things take so long to come out? 2 years for 8 episodes. Like, I know I'm not saying anything groundbreaking. It's not even a hot take. Right? Like, I understand kind of how like in 2025 3, I think, was the actor strike. I understand why, like, things would take a little bit longer to come out. Let's kind of figure out something to going forward. Also, like, when I say, like, I'm not attracted to blonde men, I am never, ever, ever talking about Sam Reed with his little blowout and his outfits as Lestat. Never, ever am I talking about that. I'm talking like I'm about to meet him. Anyway, he's so fine. The guy who plays Louis is so fine. The guy who plays Armand did a really good job because he pissed me off, of course. Okay, I really want to finish this today. I'm on my last, like, a section of repeats. And then I just have to do the border. And then I'll be done with this blanket. And I'm really excited to be done with it. And then I can get started on another project. And I'm really excited. I'm on the last, like, 10 stitches of this entire blanket. Oh my gosh. Okay, so today is Sunday, and usually I finish filming on Saturday so that I can edit on Sunday. But I was so trouble. I'm so close to finishing this blanket that I thought it would be just like a beautiful send-off to finish this blanket on camera with you. After I've been doing it for, what, 2 vlogs now? 3 weeks. My goal was to get it done by the 21st, and it is the 22nd. And I will still have to weave in, like, the 2 ends that I have to. But pretty much, this is done. It's so exciting to finish a new project, especially one that I learned new techniques on. Hold on. Let me cut this. And there it is. Oh, that's the back. And there it is. Okay, everything in the background is a mess. Promise you won't judge me. Or do. Just don't tell me about it. I just wanted to give kind of like the full scope of this blanket. It's quite large. I think it honestly could be like a lap blanket for a grown-up. But this is my first time ever doing lace. And it looks so pretty. The swoops. Are you kidding? I made this all with my own hands. That's so exciting. I watched 2 like YouTube things today that were like women in history who knit, and I feel so connected to every woman in history when I finish a knitting project. I feel like it's so amazing. It's so pretty. Oh, I'm so excited to gift this. I know that was probably the closure you've all been wanting. If you liked this vlog, tell me you like it. No, like, tell me you love me, please. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next week, or in 2, maybe 3. See you later.